Hello, my name is Roland, and in this video I want to show you step by step how to build your own datum check application. This application will be made in Visual Studio 2019. It's a very simple form application. We will have the name of the drawings, we will have a button, and after we will press the button, we will have in the bottom side a table with all the information necessary regarding the datums. First, we will have the datum name, the number of views, and then the sheet's name and the view's name. In this application we have two range, first one A to Z and then the A to AZ for the datums, but for the tutorial we will create only one. Before starting doing the application, let's discuss about the process, how this one works. So first we will have a very big range from A to AZ, and for each datum inside the range we will perform a check, and then if we find something, we will need to paste all the information into a table: the number of views, the sheet name, and the view names. How we will do this? We will use the power inputs. First, if we go and search with the power inputs inside the drafting datum feature and then from attribute reference name, then we are able to perform the check. So this query will be our functional syntax. Okay, so let's start. First you will open a Visual Studio application. After that we will create a new project. You need to select the Windows Form application. You will create next and then give a name to the project. I will say datum checker. After this I will create the project. After you hit create, you will have opened the Visual Studio project. First thing to do is to add CATIA reference. Right click on the reference, add reference, and then select all the CATIA objects. Now we have all the CATIA reference added. After that one, after this step, we will define our design. First we will start with the form. We will change the text name. I will say datum checker. This name will appear in the bottom in the top left corner here. Then I will change the name of the form, the same. First object to add will be a label. We will change some properties here. First the name, to be easy to find. This will be the drawing name. Then we will define the auto size false to be able to manipulate the size. And then we will change our text. The name drawing. This one will automatically be updated when we will start the application, and we will text a line with the middle left. After this one we will arrange a little bit. Then we will add our button, functional button. So we have now the run check button. Here in the text field we will set the run check. After this one, the name. It's very important to define a good name because we will find easily. This will be the run check. After the button is added, we will add our table. Our table we will add in the data grid. First we add the data grid, then rename. I will rename to table datum to be easy to find, and then resize a little bit. I will resize a little bit, and then from this arrow we can click and edit columns. First one will be the datum, then the second will be the number of views, then the sheet's name or the sheet name, but I will add the sheets. Okay, and the last, the views. For each column, I will set the auto size mode fill. Okay. After this one, inside the table, I will go inside the table datum, and to change the default cell style, the wrap mode true. This one will help us to have multiple rows inside the cell. Okay, now we have our design set. We can play how we want with this, but for this application will remain the same. Now we will double click inside the main form, and then we have the main class, the datum check, and then the procedure for the main form. First we will add our CATIA object. First one will be this one, and then the second, the drafting objects. After these two imports added, we will declare our main variables. First one will be the CATIA object, public shared CATIA as application. It's equal with get object, and then comma, and CATIA dot application. After CATIA, we will add the variable for the drawing document, public shared this drawing. This one, it's a drawing document. This one is equal with CATIA dot active document. After the drawing, this drawing, then we will add the selection, the same public shared, and now we have the name as selection equal with CATIA dot active document dot selection. First to change will be the label name, the label text. Then we will have our label dot text equal with this drawing dot name. If we start this application, we will see first thing, the name inside the text inside the label is changed accordingly. Now we will need to define our run check. Double click inside the button. First, let's define the variables. We need the view names, and the sheet names. We have the name view, name views, name sheet, and name sheets as string. Then we will need to have an array that will contain all our range A to AZ. This will be array datum. And now we will need to fill all the data inside the array. So this one will be with 49 objects. First object will be starting from 0, will be A, and so on up to AZ. Now we have all the data inside the array. After this one, we will need to start our loop. So we will go inside this array and we will try to search each datum. When we will find the datum, we will count how many times we find the selection and then give the view name and the sheet name. For this one I will use a new variable, the number total as integer. This one is equal with bound array datums. So basically this one will give us the total number of the array. If we will add more, then this one will be updated. So first loop will be through our array. We will use for I equals 0 to number total and then hit next. After this one, inside the loop we will need to grab the datum name, the name datum. We need to declare first name datum, name datum. This one is equal with the array at this index, at first index. So we have array datums at index I. Now we have the variable of the datum. Then we can perform our check, but before performing the check we go with the selection clear if we have something in the selection, and then we will go and perform the check. The check will be with the power input, so inside the CATIA we will go to advanced, and then from element we will grab our datum and then hit the reference name, perform the check and copy the query, and then copy paste inside the search argument, and then split the A to be possible to use as a variable. So now we will use, instead of A we will use the datum, the name datum variable, and to add to the last comma and all. Now we have the search. After we search we need to see if we have something in the selection or not. So we will have a new loop. We will use if the selection count is greater than 0, then we will perform a new loop. So we will have for j equal 1 to the selection.count, and now we will extract our view name and sheet name. So name view, it's equal with selection.item at index j, and then we will have .value.name. Now we have the first name, the first view. If we find multiple view, we need to add inside the collection. So I have the name views. This one is equal with the name views, and keep adding all the name view and name view and a new row. The same we will do for the sheet. So the name sheet, it's equal with selection dot item j dot value dot parent dot name. After that we have the name sheets. It's equal with the name sheets and name sheet and a new line. Now we have the collection defined. After this loop we will go inside the first loop, and then we will add inside our table. So the table datum dot rows dot add, and now we need our information. So first cell will be the name of the datum, the name datum. Then the second will be the count. We will use the selection.count. Then will be the sheet. So we will have the name of the sheets, all the sheets, and then all the views. And now we have all the information set. After this one, we will restart. We will clear the name sheets and the name views to be able to fill in the next loop. Okay. After this one, we can check our application. So we perform the check, and now we see our information. Our information is inside the table. Maybe the table row we can increase a little bit. I will increase to 30. Table datum dot row template dot height equal with 40. Or maybe here we can change a little bit the size. Okay. And now we have our application working. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed, and have a nice day.